All aboard the anal boat. Anal MILFs 7. First time anal virgin MILF Erotica. Written by Tori Westwood. Narrated by Kelly Morgan. "You sure I'll be okay down there?" Clarke asked that Friday evening, staring across the dining room table and pushing his food around the plate with his fork. "Isn't it kinda dangerous?" "Not if you're careful. I've been scuba-diving for almost 30 years, and I've only seen something go wrong once." "What was it?" Clarke asked, his blue eyes wide with curiosity. "They came up too fast," I said, "which is something you don't want to be doing." I looked across the table at him and stopped eating. "Just remember to keep breathing and look at me for cues. You'll be fine. You've been breathing these past 19 years, right?" Clarke swallowed audibly. "I won't let anything happen to you," I said, pushing my chair back and moving across the table to kiss his soft blonde hair. Clarke looked up and forced a smile as I smoothed a hand over his cheek and hugged him to my stomach. Clarke had moved in with me at 18, and it's fair to say I kind of doted on him. I think the age difference between us went some way to helping that. I was a little over 40, but thankfully it didn't bother Clarke too much. I never wanted to force my profession on him, which is why it had taken me so long to even suggest that he come out there with me. But I also knew that it was an amazing experience and one he shouldn't miss out on. If he went through it and didn't like it, then at least he could say he'd tried it. I was pretty confident he wouldn't be disappointed. The next day we packed the gear into the boat and donned our wetsuits. They hugged tight to Clarke's athletic frame, and he looked every bit the diver that I hoped he'd become. My eyes ran over him from head to toe, lamenting the fact that I'd never quite found a man that was right for me. "Let's go," I said, holding out an arm and leading him aboard. He brushed himself past me, and I followed him close, putting my hands to his hips before turning back to push us away from the dock. I started the engine and looked down on Clarke, who tried to relax at the front of the boat. He looked forward to the horizon as we left the harbor, nervously scratching his nails along the hull. There was a spot I knew just a few miles around the coast. It was deep enough to get a wide variety of sea creatures, but shallow enough so that we could get back to the surface easily if anything happened. When we got closer, I shut the engine off and threw down the anchor. "Let's suit up," I shouted down. Clarke sprang up, feeling the nervous excitement of his first real dive. We'd done the training in the pool previously, but there was nothing like the real thing. After fixing my gear...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?